6 things you should never do if you want to stay on top of your game. Number 1, never talk about your dreams to anyone. Remember this, keep your mouth shut. Just like a fish avoids the hook, the less they know, the more power you hold. 2, never get too involved in other people's problems. Don't be out here obsessing over their issues like they're your own. You'll end up losing yourself in the process. 3, don't rely on others for your emotional fix. If you lean on them too hard, you'll be lost when they ain't around. Build your own emotional foundation. Be your own support system, always. 4, never ask to borrow money, and don't lend it either. Money has a way of turning friends into enemies and turning you into a beggar. Keep your cash, keep your respect. 5, never spend more than you earn. You'll dig yourself into a hole, and once you're in, it's hard to get out. Stay smart with your money, or you'll end up broke. And number 6, never blame other people for your problems. You'll never change your life if you keep pointing fingers. Once you accept full responsibility, you'll be unstoppable. It's all on you, so own it.
I've been listening to them laugh my whole career. They've been laughing. What, an Irishman win a Cage Warriors world title? Hell no. You serious? An Irishman? An Irishman win a fight in the UFC? Hell no. Laughs all around. Okay, you gotta win. Now he wants to win a world title? Hell no, he's all talk, he's all hype, he's a joke. Laughter all around at the Joker. Then the Joker goes and wins the world title. Now he wants to win a second world title. More laughter. The sound of laughter and the sound of doubt motivates me.
I'm not what you want in a man. I guarantee that. There's gonna be a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings, a lot of times where I gotta be by myself. Sometimes relationships work for me, sometimes they didn't. But that's who I am. One thing I did wrong in my life was I tried for so many years to please people. And I did it at the expense of myself. I was leaving a lot in the tank. And when you do that, you stop living. But the person in your life is happy as because you're giving them everything they want. They have their life is full, but you feel empty.
Don't be scared.
If a woman has no money, 99% of men will support her. But if a man ain't got no money, 99% of women won't even look his way. That's just how the game goes. Harsh? Yeah. True? Absolutely. Men get judged by what they can provide, while women get attention just for being there. Men fall in love with what they see. The looks, the curves, the smile, it's all visual. Women, they fall for what they hear. The sweet talk, the promises, the lifestyle. That's why women always got makeup on, trying to look their best. And simps, they out here lying and fronting, saying whatever to sound like they got it together. It's a dangerous cycle. But here's the real kicker. Neither side is playing it straight. You got women covering up insecurities with layers of makeup and men covering up brokenness with fake promises. It's all a performance, both chasing something that ain't real. So what's the lesson here? It's simple. Don't get fooled by the show. Know your worth and recognize who's really down for you. Because if you depend on looks or lies to hold a relationship together, you're setting yourself up for a bigger fall later. Be real, be you. And if they ain't feeling that, let them go.
Why would you let somebody back in that disrespected you? Why would you let somebody back in that lied to you, that betrayed you? Are you that weak of a person that you need that person's validation so much? There are 4 billion people of the opposite gender or whatever you're into in the world. Why do you need to let this one person back in that doesn't care about you, that has shown you time and time again that they don't love you, they don't respect you, they don't think that you're deserving of proper treatment? Why? Don't ever let somebody back in that did you dirty. It's the dumbest thing that you can do, because what you are telling them is, I can't live without you. You can treat me terribly, and I'm still going to accept you for all your actions, for all your negativity. That's exactly what you're telling them. That's exactly what you're teaching them. You're literally handing your emotions, your heart, your soul on a silver platter and saying, hey, do whatever you want. You can throw this out, and I'm still going to be here for you. And then what do you expect them to do? You expect them to respect you after you do that? They're going to treat you worse, and they're going to do it again, and they're going to do it even harsher and more aggressively, and the betrayal is going to be larger. Never let them back in after they disrespect you.
Not wish this on your worst enemy. Look at this. Bang! Right there. Left nut, right nut, center of the shaft. God almost snuck up his asshole, for God's sake. You can't get more square than this. You give this bad boy about 35 seconds to kick in. Run the pain up your belly. We've all been there. And this man's going to be ready to jump off a fucking bridge. Our thoughts and...
What would happen if somebody dropped sugar in my coffee? They said, well, you'd be okay. I said, what if somebody dropped strychnine in my coffee? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. I said, what if my worst enemy drops in the sugar? They said, will you be okay? I said, what if my best friend, even by accident, drops in the strychnine? They said, well, you'd be dead. I said, correct. See, it doesn't matter who hands you the bad stuff. Every day, stand guard at the door of your mind. How important. You decide what goes into your mental factory. Don't let anybody just dump anything they want to in your mental factory, because you've got to live with the results.
Keep it right in your head. Keep your thoughts good, not bad. Keep your thoughts decent, not indecent. Keep your thoughts full of faith and not doubt, because it is in your thoughts that is determined whether you will be happy or unhappy, whether you'll be healthy or unhealthy. The happiest person is he who thinks the happiest, most interesting, finest thoughts. And that is a fact.
I never force anyone to choose me. If you think you can find something better elsewhere, then go ahead. I'm not holding you back. Life's too short to hang on to someone who's not sure they want to stay. I believe in freedom and the truth of feelings. If you must stay, let it be your heart tells you, this is where you belong, not because I asked you to. I want to be a choice, not a default option. I deserve someone who sees my value, who understands what I bring to their life. I don't want someone who stays with me out of fear of loneliness or out of habit. I want someone who stays for who I am, not who you want me to be. The door is always open. You're free to leave at any time. If you think your happiness lies elsewhere, I won't stand in your way. And in the meantime, I'll keep going. I'll continue to build my own life to be happy on my own, because my happiness doesn't depend on your presence.
Get up! Get up! Alright? It does not matter how many times you fall in this life! Alright? It just matters that you keep getting up again and again and again! Woo!